Hi everyone. This is super awkward and super uncomfortable, just so you know from the get-go. I'm not comfortable with recording myself, but I have been encouraged by many people, specifically Dr. Wex and her crew, um, to start doing some video kind of diaries, logs, whatever, to let everyone know what's been going on. In addition to that, I didn't know how or when I was going to let people know about the progress of PALS and Preston and what's been going on with that. So, with that being said, it's time for me to come clean, so to speak, about Preston and what has happened with PALS. And only a few people know what has gone on. So I will let you know that when Preston was brought to PALS, um, he was brought here under stressful circumstances, dire circumstances, and we were under a huge time constraint and many things that I'm not able to talk about that have to deal with the county and yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. But let's just say that our hands were tied. And unfortunately, during the time that Preston was at PALS, which was 10 days, he did not do well. And it's not because of our wrongdoing, it had to do with many circumstances. And unfortunately, during that time, the transition was so hard on him that he actually had to go to the hospital 3 times by ambulance and was sedated. And it was really hard and stressful. And I just thank God that I have the support of Todd and my aunt and my family and my friends. So, anyways, long story short, Preston was taken to another facility. The good news is that it's in our county. So for that, I'm really thankful for. Um, it's not it's not a perfect scenario, but of course, with this population, nothing's ever perfect. Um, I'm struggling with it, but not as bad as what I was in the beginning. And the goal is to have Preston back if that's what Preston chooses. But it's been a huge learning process for me, and only time will tell because it's trial and error. And the facility that he's at is no different than PALS, other than the fact that they are established and they have staff that is they have a lot of staff. They have like 200 staff, and we obviously, being a brand new business, don't have that many people to work for us yet. And it's hard to get people trained that want to do this work. It's hard work and it's emotional and it's tough. And sorry. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling and I'm really sorry about that. A lot on my mind, and it's personal, obviously, with my son. But, anyways, with all of that being said, I'm working on things with Preston, and it's still a day to day challenge. I'm in contact every day with the placement where he's at, and they're actually really great and have worked with me, especially the owner and the upper level management there has worked with me hands on, and it's been great. I mean, as far as that goes, it's it's hard, but it's he's doing okay and he's safe, and that's what is the most important thing, because he wasn't safe when he was here. As we all know, or if you don't know, I am always a huge trigger for Preston. I don't know why that is, but I am. And he was being abusive towards me again. And um, he did give me a black eye, and a fat lip and countless bruises and scratches and things like that. And worse than that, he was being really self-abusive towards himself, and I was really scared. And so, anyways, that's that. Cat's out of the bag. I'm sorry for those of you who have asked how things have been going. And, I think to some people I lied and said, yeah, he's at Pal's. He's fine, and I kind of have not let you know what's going on. I feel bad for that. But I wasn't necessarily ready to let everyone know what we had been through and what had happened, because I feel like a huge failure in that aspect. And I know I'm not, so I don't want to hear that. But you can imagine, that's what I felt like. So it has been, I believe it's been 2 weeks now since Preston has been there, and things are getting lined up for him. A lot of support's in place. And we're all doing the best that we can for him. So that's really all that matters to me, is that he receives the proper supports in order for him to thrive. So that's what I'm working on. And thank you, everyone, for the support and for listening. So with that being said, now I get to talk about the business. And that is Pals, of course. Excuse me, I gotta blow my nose. How embarrassing. Oh, that's awful. Anyways, so Pals, we are trying to figure out which direction we are gonna go in, and it's been a long, tedious, hard process. We want to continue to be an AFC home to serve individuals with severe autism or special needs. And, excuse me, now I'm all plugged up. I can't even talk. Sorry. And so we will continue to move forward with that. We just don't know which way we're going, because funding is a huge problem. Once again, without going into too many things that I shouldn't talk about publicly, it's just not been good. So that's that. But we are looking into other options, and we are going to do our best to succeed and provide a home to individuals that really deserve the level of care that we can give here. And we're just going to move forward with that. We're not exactly sure where that is or how that is, but we would appreciate everyone's good vibes and prayers that this works out. It's my dream. It's my passion. So I feel like I can't go wrong. Of course, with the personal part of it with my son, it's just something that I have to get through and I have to work through, and we have to continue to assess him to see what he needs and what he wants. And if he doesn't want to be with his mom all the time, I understand. And that's okay. I ultimately, the goal is just for him to be happy. It's a huge letdown, but, he's 18, and he doesn't always want to be around his mom 24/7. So maybe Preston won't end up here, and that's okay. Or maybe he will. Only time will tell, and I just have to continue to have my faith in God and put one foot in front of the other and move forward. And I'm lucky that my aunt and my boyfriend are behind me 100% in this journey and have supported me from the get-go. They have faith in me, just like many of you do. And I'm really grateful for that. And I thank you. And I know I'm sitting here bawling, but and this is going to be really hard to make public, but you guys are so invested in us, and you deserve to know what's happening. And I'm going to just ask that you continue to support us and watch our journey unfold, because it's not the end. And with any new business comes trial and error. And we will see where this leads us. And we have some things lined up, and hopefully by the beginning of next week, we'll have more. What am I trying to say? We will have more of a knowledge of where we will go from there. So that's what we're going to try to do. So I'm going to continue, I think, to do these video logs or whatever they are, to let you guys know where we're going and how you can help us and what we need from the public. And I hope that you watch, and I hope that you share. And once again, huge thanks to everyone that has been on board with this. And, I just can't thank you enough. And it feels like a failure, but it's not. It was a stepping stone in a learning curve and a learning block, and it's been hard. But after a couple of weeks, I've decided, like, I'm not giving up, and I will continue to move forward. And I'm just so blessed and grateful to be able to do so with your support and everyone's help and guidance and positive attitudes. And I know I'm crazy, but I can't help it. People deserve a home that's safe and where they can be happy and content. So I have to believe that I will just keep going and fight until I absolutely have nothing left in me. So that's what I plan to do. So now you guys know, cat's out of the bag, and I'm not uncomfortable to talk to everybody about it, because lately, it's been hard when people are asking how are things going, and it's like I'm not fully honest. And I'm sorry, and I apologize for that, but it's been hard, and I didn't know how to tell you guys. So there it is. I told you. So anyways, have a great day. And gosh, I'm so embarrassed to post this, but I'm just gonna. All right. Bye. Talk to you soon.